I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, the mower won't start again. It's spinning, but no fire. Yesterday it popped back through the carburetor though. Uh-oh, sheared key. Those simple little problems. Just pull the cover off and take a look. Key's in good shape. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's one step out of the way. Well, will you look at that? I wonder why it wasn't firing. Burning oil like nobody's business. I got a problem. I've got so much oil going into the intake on the carburetor that it's just choking the engine out. I originally intended to set the valves today, so I'm going to single-mindedly ignore the foul plug and go on and set the valves. To set the valves, you have to find top dead center and go a 1/4 inch past it on the stroke. Managed to do that pretty well. Then I spent an inordinate amount of time learning how to set the valves on this engine. It's only 2 valves. Lord knows I should have got it a lot quicker. Thinking that the valve adjustment is out of the way and that I've got most of my major problems solved, I decided to go ahead and clean out that crankcase breather because it must be that's where the oil is coming from. Got to be the reason for it, right? It's just not working. So I think. Crankcase breather. The crankcase breather was pretty well dirty. It's all cleaned up, shined up. Everything seems to be working well. It actually shuts and opens, does what it's supposed to do. I'm thinking I got this problem whipped.
The internet, which
we're going to go on to the next one, just as soon as I get this mounted.
Yeah, different compression checker. It's supposed to build pressure inside there and then stay until you push the button and release it.
No matter how many times I run that compression check, I keep coming up 50 psi. Now I can hear you in the background saying, do a leak down test. Do a leak down test. I'm not gonna. That would be too easy. Okay, I've checked the clearance on the valves. I've checked the breather. I've checked the compression check release. And all those things are working. I've got 50 psi of compression. That's really low. The oil breather was dirty, but it wasn't not working. It was just perhaps not working 100% efficiently. But I'm thinking I'm getting way too much oil into that little port there for that to be pumping that much oil into the carburetor. So I'm thinking I'm getting a leak by somewhere. Now this engine has it's an overhead valve and it has an oil gallery where these 2 push rods come up through on this side. There's a little thin piece of the head gasket between the oil gallery and the cylinder. Those tend to break, at least from what I'm finding on the internet. People are telling me that that's a weak point in the gasket. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the head and see what we got going on there. Into the cylinder, I saw this stuff. Now, That came from up here. That is your basic rat crap.
It's actually in pretty good shape. When I look in that cylinder, I'm not seeing any damage. But I'm seeing a big gob of oil and crap down inside that tin shroud, and it's been leaking for a while out the bottom of that port, because the base of that engine has been covered with crap for quite a while, and it's been leaking. Now I either got a crack in the housing, which I don't think so, or I've got a situation where the oil is running down from here through this tin shroud and back into there, causing all the problems. That's what we're going to do first. We're going to get a new head gasket, and then we're going to go from there. With this thing only developing 50 psi, I got to be leaking someplace, and those valves don't look like they're leaking that much. The piston doesn't look bad. The cylinder walls don't look scored. I'd have to have some major damage in there in order to be losing that much pressure. Just didn't develop any more than 50 psi. That's it.
I drove down to the Sharp Shop and picked up a new head gasket for $15. That's not a bad price considering Kalamazoo Lawn and Garden wanted a whole lot more for it. Once I got that stuck on there and got the bolts torqued in and everything all set, then I decided I'd probably better do a leak down test. So that's what I did. Pump some air into the cylinder. I think I've got everything all sealed up, but no, I'm blowing air past the valve. The exhaust valve's leaking. So, pull it all down, clean the exhaust valve, and put some lapping compound on it and see if I can't get it to seat. That's enough for today.